and welcome back. Today's video is an unboxing and try on of the brand new Tribe Beauty Box for the month of June. I am so very excited to get into this box, but really quickly, before we dive into it, I do want to keep things 100% transparent with you guys. This box was sent to me as PR by the brand. I am so incredibly thankful and grateful that they decided to put me on their PR list. But with that being said, that does not mean that my opinion is going to be swayed. I'm not going to change anything about the way in which I do my videos. I'm always going to keep it 100% honest, but I do want to have that full transparency with you guys so that way you know what is sent to me and what's not. So let's talk about this a little bit more since it's the first unboxing for my channel of this box. So this box is a bi-monthly subscription box, which means it's every other month. We have it now in June, we'll have the next one in August, and so on and so forth. It is $34.99 a month, and you're supposed to get at least 5 beauty items. And I believe it's always supposed to be 1 skin prep, 1 face product, 1 eye product, 1 lip product, and 1 tool. It is kind of the same size as a typical BoxyCharm box if you've received one of those before. And here's our box. It comes with little packing peanuts. And I dropped the card. Got it. This month's theme is Vanity and Glam. You do get the list of all of the products, retail values, and a little description about it. The product I'm going to be beginning with is the Dr. Botanicals Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. This has a retail value of $26. It's infused with vitamins, essential oils, and botanical extracts for a brighter, more even skin tone. Apply 2 to 3 drops on cleansed skin, and yeah, there we go. That's it. That's how you do it. Before I sat down, I did fully wash my face. I did not apply any moisturizer or anything like that. I just used a little bit of toner because I did take a sneak peek in the box, so I knew what I'd be working with. I'll put 3 drops. Kind of rub it together and press it in. It smells really good. It smells like rose, but also not an overpowering rose scent. This one's a bit of a subtle hint. It looks like it gave me a little bit of a radiance, a luminosity to the face. With face products, whether it's moisturizers, serums, cleansers, anything like that, they do need a while to actually show results. You need at least 4 weeks in order to see if a product is working for you. So first impressions, it feels good. It looked like it gave me a little bit of a radiance, but I will definitely have to continue using this and update you guys in the future how I like it. But now let's dive into the second item in the box. This one is by Wander Beauty. It is their Dive Into Moisturizer. This product has a retail value of $36. Holy moly, that's a expensive moisturizer. But surprisingly enough, not my most expensive moisturizer. Ooh, and it's pink. Look at that. It comes out with a pink tone to it, but it does rub away. It smells good too. Let's just dive right into putting this on the face. I'm gonna take a little amount here on my finger. Woo, it's going everywhere. It's slippery. It says that this moisturizer is supposed to give you 72 hours of deep hydration. That is insane. And it's enriched with pentavitin? Pentavitin. I always mispronounce something. If I don't, have I been replaced by aliens? And it says it's supposed to be a non-greasy gel cream. So let me just keep working this into the skin. I mean, it doesn't feel greasy. It does feel very hydrating. I'm gonna give it a second to kind of lock itself in. I usually do that with my moisturizers. So actually, while we do that, while we're waiting, let's put on a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I always put this on before, so that way when I have my face products on, it doesn't go over top of everything that I've already done. So I just work it in beforehand. So I just put it on and didn't even show you. The Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. Okay, I gave it some time to soak into the skin and it has dried down, and like it said, it is non-greasy, so I don't feel overly oily or anything like that. I do feel like my skin feels very hydrated though, and it does have quite a radiance. Ignore all the blemishes right now. My skin's been freaking out. I talked about that in the last video. I was testing out the new Glam Glow cleanser and my skin was not having it. So please ignore that. But aside from that, it looks pretty radiant and I like it. Now these two were the only face products inside the box. Everything else is eyes or lips. So I'm gonna really quickly do some foundation, concealer. I mean, you guys know the works, and I will be back in 2 seconds to continue on with unboxing this box. Third item in the box is by LA Splash. It is the Sinfully Angelic Lip Gloss. It has a retail value of $18 and the shade is Casio. Personally, I was really excited to receive this item in the box. I have followed LA Splash for a while and I really wanted to pick up a liquid lipstick from their, what was it that have it here? Classic horror collection that they had. It just looked so fun. I don't know why I never picked it up. So I got super excited seeing that LA Splash was gonna be inside of the box and with a lip formula so I could test it out. Here's the shade that I got. And this is why I decided to go with lips first, since it's a little bit of a brighter color. I want to kind of match what I have going on with the lips. This is a very pigmented lip gloss. The only thing is the packaging seems a little bit flimsy. I did have one of these, I don't even know what you would call it, one of these plastic pieces fall off from the top. I mean, it's a cute design, so just be careful if you get this one. I, for some reason, held it from the bottom and I broke it, so just hold it from the top like you're supposed to. But man, this is an intense gloss, and it doesn't feel overly sticky either. It does feel very comfortable on the lips, which is a huge plus for me. I hate the overly sticky glosses. I can't deal with it. So I enjoy the formula of this. The color, not so much. I probably wouldn't get that much use out of it, but let's keep it on going. We got 2 more items inside of the box. The 4th item we're gonna use in combination with our 5th item. This is the Crown brush set, the rose gold eye set for $19. You get 4 brushes. One is a deluxe brow slash lash groomer. You have 1 oval concealer brush, a chisel fluff, a medium-sized shadow brush, and lastly, the Deluxe Precision Detail. They did end up messing up here on the card. Maybe they have another variation of the Try Beauty box that has the rose gold brushes, but these are not the rose gold brushes. After I said that, I was like, wait a minute. So these are actually the Luna brush set. I looked it up on Crown's website. This does have a little bit of a higher value. This one's $19.95. The other one was $19. I mean, it's 95 cents. Not that big of a deal, but I just got curious. I was like, wait, is this the right brush set? So Luna brush set we got. Personally, just by looking at this brush set, I know for a fact I'm not going to use this lash slash brow groomer. If you guys have seen any of my other videos where I start off with no brows, you guys know I do not have any brow hair, so I do not have much use for this. I have a brush already like this and it just sits in my little brush jar. But the other 3, I'm definitely very excited to test out. I did completely forget that this was supposed to be a concealer brush. I should have used that for underneath the eyes. A little bit too late now. I did already have primer on, but let me just apply a little bit more. See how it blends it out. Let's just try that really quickly before we go in with the shadow. I'm getting distracted. Why does this always happen to me? Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna be a good little brush to use for my primer. Okay, let's continue on with the 5th product in the box that we'll use in combination with this. So the last product we have inside the box is the City Limits palette. This is by the brand IBY Beauty. It retails for $20. You get 12 shades in here and it looks like you get 6 mattes, 6 shimmers slash metallics. I've never personally tried anything from IBY Beauty, but I have heard really good things about their palettes, so I have high expectations. I'm gonna really quickly swatch these out on my arm so I can show you how the palette looks. Holy guacamole, this palette is intense. You guys know how I do my swatches too. I just do one swirl around and then just go boop. So I don't go back and forth over the swatches. I just like to see how they go on with one swipe. And this is intense. Holy crap, there is some pigment in these. They felt really creamy too, very soft to the touch and almost velvety. Oh man, that makes me so much more excited to play with this. Okay, I wanna begin with testing out the Chisel Fluff Brush by Crown. This is meant to be a fluffy all over the lid brush. And since I'm gonna go in with a metallic for an all over the lid color, I usually use a more flat brush for that. I'm gonna use this to set the lid with that first shade, the Road Trip. Oh wow, that is a lot darker than I thought. I thought it was gonna be more cream. Oops. Well, this brush packs it on nicely. Why did I think that was a cream color? I don't know. Oh well, I have to even it out on the other side. I just realized I have a full face of makeup on and I've never tried a palette by IBY before. So as a precaution, since I don't know what's gonna happen, I'm gonna put a layer of powder just out here on the edges of the eyes so we can catch anything in case there is fallout. Next, let's dip into Playlist. I'm just taking this on my Wet n Wild crease brush and I'm gonna start working this in the crease as the transition shade. Ooh, so happy that I put that layer of powder there. This shade has a little bit of fallout. I was thinking I was gonna do something a little bit more softer and neutral since I have a very bold lip look going on, but sometimes eyeshadow just gets out of hand. I may have to switch the lip look in the end since it's so bold. Typically, I don't go bold and bold, but I mean, we'll see how it looks at the end. Switching over to the Oval Smudger, I'm taking that same shade all the way across on the lower lash line. This one's roughly the same size as my favorite smudger brush. It's by Real Techniques and it looks almost identical, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of use for it on the lower lash line. Now let's take the shade VIP. Let's go Daring. Wow, you really don't need to dip hard into these. You could dip very lightly and get a lot up. I swirled way too much in the brush. If you do that, make sure you really tap it off. And I'm going in with that shade on the Luxie Mini 121. I said that almost backwards. I'm going in with it on the Luxie 121 Mini Tapered Brush. I'm gonna be taking this in the crease, slightly below that other shade, and a little bit here in the outer V. Blending that out. Man, this color is intense. Holy crap. I'm sorry guys, but I can't take it. I'm gonna have to wipe away. This lipstick is just not going with the look that I'm creating. But we got to see how it looked though before I wipe it off and go with something a little bit more nude. The colors are just clashing right now and it was distracting me creatively. I'm just gonna go in with something really nude. This is the Jeffree Star Can't Relate. I think I'm gonna give it a little bit of a glossy look with the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss in Peach Tea. Ah, there we go. Same shade, but this time taking the Moda Medium Eye Shader. I'm gonna bring it in about 2/3 on the lower lash line. Now let's take the shade Silent Disco. Using my Sephora crease brush, and I'm just gonna pack this in the outer V. Man, these are so intense in pigment. And I'm thinking I'm gonna reuse the Crown brush, the Chisel, is that what it's called? Oval Smudger, I call this the wrong name. And I'm gonna use this on the lower lash line with the same shade. Just bring it in about 1/3 on the lower lash line. Adding a little bit of a sultry smokiness going on. For the all over the lid color, I wanna go in with the shade Nightfall. I'm taking that on my MAC 248 brush. I am gonna give it a little spritz. Ooh, that is intense. Just like the matte shades, you get a lot of payoff. Wow. Man, how did I end up making an eye look like this? I was planning for something completely neutral, a little bit softer, more everyday, and this happened. It's usually how it goes though. I'm actually just gonna take a little bit of that same shade with the same brush and take it down towards the inner corner. Use it as the highlight Also a little bit here on the brow bone, since I ended up taking that cream color all over the lid. Got a little bit dark up here in the brow bone, so I'm gonna bring a little light back into there. All right, so I think that's the last detail. I'm gonna really quickly wipe away the bake, add some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be right back. We have now gone through all of the items inside of this month's box, so let's do a little recap. In the box, we did get 5 items. We got 1 4-piece eye brush set, 1 lip gloss, 1 facial oil, 1 moisturizer, and 1 City Limits palette. I have to say that my favorite out of this bundle has to be the palette. Whoo, man, is it intense. You get a lot of pigmentation off on this one, and that you honestly have to be kind of careful when dipping into it. They are really beautiful shades though. I had no issues with it, and the shimmery shade, packed all over the lid so easily. Didn't need any concealer, and it looks great. So definitely my favorite out of the bunch. I also did really enjoy the other items. The face products, I will have to update you guys later on. First impressions were good, but like I always say, you need to keep testing them for at least a month, so I will definitely update you guys on these later. The lip gloss, I enjoy the formula of. The only thing is I wish I had gotten a different shade. With the eye look I did today too, it just really didn't work out. As I was applying the eyeshadow, I could see it in the monitor and I was like, oh my gosh, this is clashing. So I had to take it off. I would definitely need to do a very simple eye look in order to wear this color because it's so bold. But I'm happy I was able to finally test out the LA Splash formula, since I've been wanting to test them out for a while and I just never pulled the trigger and did it. So now at least I was able to test out the formula. And as far as the eye brush set, out of the 4 brushes, I like 3 of them, and that's because I know I'm never gonna use this brush. I have one and it just sits in the little brush bowl, does not get used, but I did enjoy the other 3 brushes. With brush sets though, sometimes you always get a brush that you don't really use or like. Brushes are really personal preference. We all just use our brushes differently and have different needs and techniques. But let's take a look here at the retail value of this box. So if we add up all of the items, we get a retail value of $119.95. Really great value. This box is $34.99 and it is bi-monthly, which I always like to take a little look and see what the whole retail value is when you take away your cost. So take away $34.99 and you still get a value over $80. More specifically $84.96, which I think is still amazing, especially if a box contains a few items that you've been wanting to test it out. You get to try it out for a little lesser cost and get a few other items to try out as well. That's how I always like to think of it. Maybe you're paying for one item and the rest are just bonus. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the Tribe Beauty box, the first of its kind. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!